Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf with Center Stage Magazine, and you are watching Ray Scott on Center Stage Live at the Lemon Bar in Cabana. I totally messed up my intro, but there you go. How are you, Ray?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Tell me who you brought with you.
This is my good friend Smokin' Joe Cook, and he's smoking, and he's Joe, and he plays guitar. He rides around with me in a little SUV or a minivan.
Right.
Plays guitar and stays in hotels, and
Yes.
Have a good time.
There is no doubt in my mind that the two of you have a good
Have a
time.
great time.
we find good restaurants too.
And sometimes
See?
bad ones too.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't talk about the bad ones, but we like talking about the good ones.
Yeah.
And speaking of the good ones, you had some really nice vittles, as we say where I'm from.
Well, thank you.
That was great.
Well, thank you. I like to make sure when people have to make the really long drive out here, I'm sorry, Ray. How long did it take you to get here?
I left yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
This is, you never get serious answers, so I try to do
appreciate
interviews
the
with
crack
Ray
rock on
all
the
the time.
strawberries too. By the way.
You just never know what you're gonna get, but I always know it's gonna be fun. And I know that you fans love Ray, and he's so much fun. And you've been doing a lot since this whole COVID pandemic. You've been doing a lot of raves in the caves and all that. So tell me what your favorite part has been about your career in the last year. Like, what have you discovered about yourself and your music?
Well, I mean, it's been, for one thing, I mean, it kind of saved us mentally and financially to do these live streams, Rave in the Cave, and we've done a bunch of them. And we actually made the top 50 of all live streams, all genres, on the Polestar chart. So it did good things. Plus, all the time at home, I wrote a whole new album, which we are right now in the process of releasing singles for the next few months. And so definitely a silver lining. And the best part of it all, really, to be honest with you, is that the camera only shows from top of my head kind of to maybe midway down the guitar. I've worn so many different pairs of women's underwear and nothing else on the bottom, and it's just really been fun in the exploratory sense and the trying new things.
Yep.
Yeah, my old Wonder Woman underoos, I pulled those back out.
Oh my
Of
gosh.
course, I could only put them on one leg, but
I like the camos with the lacy crotch.
Yeah, me too. I like those on you. Those are nice. Yeah.
Do
They
you
don't
see
chafe
what
as
I
much.
mean? Do you see? But no, this is
That's why they call him Smoking Joe, because he's smoking.
This is why I freaking love you. And every time I get to interview you, every time we do a show, I just never know where it's going to go, but I always know I'm going to laugh.
To hell, actually.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean,
Well, you know what I mean.
I have to tell you. Okay, so when we were the 615 together in Mount Juliet, and we did the show, the Sammy Passamano, who was running that, was like, I'm going to pitch this show. This is the show that I'm going to pitch. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, it's not the show you're going to want to pitch for your sponsors, because we are going to get crazy and it is not going to follow any type of script or anything. And I was right. And it was fantastic. And that was probably the most fun I have ever had filming anything ever. It was
You
great.
know what, though? I think that's what people like. I mean,
Absolutely.
folks out there aren't stupid. They know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They know what real people are and what they do and say. So, I think that's one reason why our little live stream has done so well, is because we sit there, we drink beer, wine, say what's on our mind. There's really no, nothing, nothing cutting us off. So
Right.
every now and again, I might get the eye roll from my wife.
Well, I mean, but she loves you and she has fun and she's
obviously,
happy.
yeah.
And she just got some new plants tonight, so she's really happy,
got some
right?
new
She's
plants?
happy.
Oh, awesome.
And speaking of beer, I forgot to bring you guys your beer up here, so
Stella.
I'm going to let you guys get started, and
We
I'm going to
will.
run and go get you some beer and kind of like sneak back here and hand them to you. Is that all right?
You're a good woman.
All right. Well, fans at home, if
If
you
you
have
have
any
to.
if you have any questions for Ray, you want him to answer, submit your questions on his page right now, and I will be monitoring it, and I will read them to him. Well, I will let you read them. I'll write them down for you on a whiteboard, and
All
you
right.
can answer them. All right. Okay, guys. I'm going to get off so that they can start, and I'm going to bring you beer. All right.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Now we're going to get off. Well, here we go. I hope you guys are watching out there. I hope you told your friends, and we're going to play a few songs for you tonight. Going to play a few that we've had out for a little while and a few that are just coming out here lately. And a couple that might be coming out in the very near future. So let's do it. Here's a little song I wrote with my buddy Ward Davis. Goes like this. Play a guitar and wear cowboy hats. I don't give a damn if you don't like that. I throw 'em in the back of my beat-up van, spreading my gospel all across this land. If the radio won't play the stuff that kills, you can bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. I don't give a damn what Nashville says. Well, they're just pushing that wussy pop mess, y'all. A hillbilly singer can't get the time of day. Ah, but who the hell wants it from those old boys and girls anyway? Hell, they don't care about or keeping it real, but you can bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. So come out to the honky tonk tonight. I'll show you what it's like when country's done right. Oh, Waylon and Merle ain't around to show you the deal, but you can bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. Show 'em, Joe. Say country died and went straight to hell. Ah, but I'm here to tell y'all it's alive and well, baby. Yeah, it's still going strong and it's in good hands. Slaying guitars and a ballroom band. Yeah, as long as my player keeps paying my bills, you can bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. Yeah, so come out to the honky tonk tonight. You know I'll show you what it's like when country's done right. Yeah, Waylon and Merle ain't round to show you the deal. You can bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. Yeah, me and old Joe here, we're still know the deal. And you bet your stone cold country loving ass I will. Broke a string on the first song. That's cause we mean what we play, y'all. Well, all right. Let's see. Underoos. Well, I'll tell you what. What?
You bring an extra guitar?
I didn't. No, I don't have one.
Let me get a string for you.
I'll tell you what I could do. I could play your guitar while,
all right,
if you don't mind. I think there's strings in there. Hell, I don't even know.
I'll look real quick.
Do you have it? Ah, shit. There you go.
Like an episode of the.
This is a great show so far, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Now you take mine.
All right.
Underneath. I'm going to unplug this and go.
Joe's going to go try to change a guitar string for me, y'all, but
Of course, it's your G string.
I once again broke my G string, everybody. That G string takes it hard. Well, I've got an album that's been out, or an EP that's been out. I was honored to have American Songwriter magazine call this one of the top albums of 2020. And during COVID, we had released this record back last winter, over a year ago. And we were all set to go out on the road and promote this thing and have a good time with it. And, of course, COVID hit, and all of our shows went away, so we weren't really able to do what we wanted to with it. But this song here is one that one of my favorites on it. And that tune is called, actually the album is called Nowhere Near Done. But this goes like this. Well, I've never been that good at being good. Got a handful of ex-wives to show. I can lay a heart to waste, but I've learned from my mistakes. I hope I'm getting better as I go. Wait. There we go. And the whiskey's a dame, and I've been arrested. More than once it's had me on the roads. I put it down, I picked it back up. I won't lie, man, it's been tough. But I hope I'm getting better as I go. There's a reason, and she waits for me while I'm out on the road. She's my beacon, and she keeps me pointed where I need to go. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, there's a reason, and she waits for me while I'm out on the road. She's my beacon, and she keeps me pointed where I need to go. That's right back home. A beat up old guitar, pen and paper. The only way that I know how to show this heart that beats in me, the best I may not be, but I hope I'm getting better as I go. Yeah, and I hope you'll listen, baby. I love you more every day. I hope I'm getting better as I go. Oh, yes, I do. It's a little love song. I heard a firecracker. Well, let's see here. I'm going to do another one from that record, too. This is one that was a little dude out on Twitter called the Bracketeers. I think they got quite a few followers. A few weeks back, they asked me if I'd be interested in putting a song in a little, March Madness bracket kind of contest or whatever. So I think there were 64 or 60 or something like that to start off with. And we'd take on one song one week. If that song won, we'd move on to the next one. And after it was all said and done, this song won the whole thing. And I was pretty proud of that. Even though I feel like music is definitely not a contest, it was just kind of nice to see somebody out there willing to promote independent country music. Just like the folks here at Center Stage do. Just a bottle of whiskey, I ain't all that bad. Just a golden elixir, cradled in clear glass. Remember when you were with me, the good times that we had. I'm just a bottle of whiskey, I ain't all that. All those years that you spent drunk, back when you lost your wife, I was there, but man, that was your fault. It damn sure wasn't mine. I didn't hold a gun to your head and pour myself in you. You just loved me more than her. You know that's true. Just a bottle of whiskey, I ain't all that bad. Just a golden elixir, cradled in clear glass. Remember when you were with me, the good times that we had. I'm just a bottle of whiskey, I ain't all that bad. Well, I help, man, I ain't out to hurt you. I soothe, I may not heal, but I can ease those feelings you don't want to feel. Brother, moderation is a key word in here again. Don't go getting too hooked on me, it may not end well, man. Just a bottle of whiskey, some might call me Jack. I knew your granddaddy well, and I know your old man. I got him through that damn little war and some rough years after that. I'm just a bottle of whiskey, I ain't all that bad. Just a bottle of whiskey, damn good friend to have. All right. And just like that, he's back. Well, Joe not only is a wonderful guitar player, but
you know as a tech.
Well, what a great show this is so far. All right, hey,
It's like Mo, Larry, and Curly showed up.
all right. Well, it wasn't supposed to be a comedy show, but you know what happens. David Keene asks, "What do you enjoy more, writing the songs or performing them?" Well, David, here's one way to describe it. I love eating the food, but I also never mind. No, man, I enjoy the whole process. I love writing them. Writing's when you get excited about a song that you've come up with the idea for, or you get it from somewhere, you get it down on paper and you start playing it, and it feels special. That's a really exciting part of the process. Another great part of the process too is getting that song down, recorded. Especially when you get in the studio and start recording the album. But performing it, it's all. I love all of it. If I didn't love all of it, I definitely wouldn't do it. But it starts with the writing. If I didn't write, I wouldn't do the rest of it, because for me, the writing, is kind of what made me want to do it in the first place from the very beginning. So, to answer your ridiculous question, hey, no, I'm kidding. I know David Keene, so.
Tune that F sharp, 'cause it's really flat.
Get this thing tuned up a little bit here. Here we go. Getting close. Thanks for the question, though, David. And the thing with that too is there's a lot of singers out there. Well, maybe not a lot, but there's a few that are really great at taking someone else's song and putting their own spin on it and really selling that song and making you believe it, making you feel it in your heart and everything else. I've never been one of those type of singers. It's really hard for me to do that. I don't know if I really have that ability as much. So I feel like those folks are really great in that way. It's something that would be hard for me to do. So I have to write them. If they're good, then great. If not, oh well. Yeah. I was just showing Joe a little piece of a video I've been working on with my friend Shay Smith. Shay is a great songwriter. She's had a few hits herself as a songwriter. But here lately, she's also kind of been doing a lot of, videos. She makes a lot of like lyric videos and whatnot. And I was talking to her, and we kind of came together and decided to make a few videos for me. And some of you guys out there, if you're familiar with me, maybe you've seen these first two videos. There was one, and I'll do maybe one or two of these songs tonight. But if you haven't seen them, check them out here on this page, Center Stage or the official Ray Scott page. We keep them up there. So, but she sent me a verse and chorus of the new video we're working on yesterday, and I was just showing Joe that a while ago. But this is one of our favorite songs from the new album. So it's going to be exciting for me to release this video, and this is going to come out on June the 18th. So. A couple of weeks away. But this is one that got written during COVID, during quarantine, all that stuff. And matter of fact, 10 of the 12 songs on my upcoming album were all written during last year, during all that stuff. So it's kind of a silver lining. But this one goes like this.
1, 2, 3.
Another straight vodka hangover. Another day I feel like shit. It's been so long since I've seen so I've forgotten what it is. But I've known since I was young, growing up with dear old dad. I've got some damn dark days to come. This gets out of hand. yeah. And when I dance, I know I'm dancing with the devil. I've been around that sun enough to understand that sometimes a man will take a drink. Sometimes the drink will take the man. The drink might take that damned old edge off, but it might be what puts that edge on. It's a fine line between two drinks, man, and too far gone. Yeah, it is. And when I dance, I know I'm dancing with the devil. I've been around that sun enough to understand that sometimes a man will take a drink. Sometimes all the drink will take the man. Yeah, when I dance, I know I'm dancing with the devil. I've been around that sun enough to understand that sometimes a man will take a drink. Oh, and sometimes, sometimes the drink will take the man. All the drink will take the man. Something is hollering over here. I think it might be a frog. It's so beautiful out here. I wish y'all could see this. The country life.
There's the new one. There you go. Stretching on you.
I started going a little bit out of tune there, but that's what happens when you put a new string on a guitar, y'all. Sorry. My apologies. Joe was kind enough to go out there and change it for me. You know, of all times, I always take a spare guitar with me. Always take a spare because I always break strings. And for whatever reason tonight, I thought, hell, we're only playing a handful of songs. I'll be okay.
Nope.
And what do? We break a song. Break a string on the first song.
Yeah. It's Newton's Law, man.
This show is not sponsored by Stella, but I'm drinking it.
She's a good girl. From Belgium.
That's your full-flavored beer, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't look like an Olympic gymnast. Penny wants to know how long I've played music. Well, I can tell you right now, Joe's played it longer. But professionally, if you call this professional, I got my record deal, my first record deal in 2004. But, my first band would have been about maybe 1989. So
oh, wow.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
That's when I moved to town.
One of these days, I hope to get good at it.
Me too.
But no, we love doing this. It's hard to believe how many years have flown by since we started, but
It really has.
I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world except about $500 million.
I've had a good time going broke.
Exactly. Good time going broke. They say, how do you make $1 million in the music business? You spend $5 million. Sorry for all the tuning, y'all, but
We do it because we care.
let me do that one more time. So, guys, I'm going to play you the one of the two songs that's out right now. We do have a couple of videos out there. Check them out on my Facebook page, y'all. We also have them on YouTube. I'd appreciate it if you're not a member of my YouTube or subscriber to my page, please do so. We like getting new followers, and so we're. But anybody who sees these videos and likes them, I'd ask you to please give them a share. That's the best thing you can do for a independent artist like me. And by the way, we've got a tip link up there too. If anybody feels like they want to give us a little gratuity tonight, that'd be awesome. But this tune is the this tune is the title track of my new album coming up. It's out there right now. If y'all hadn't heard it, here it is. Daddy shipped to Saigon in '63. He saw more than he ever wanted to see. So traveling the globe was a no for him. He got back home and never roamed again. I grew up on a dusty road, mama's boy with a poet's soul. I wasn't scared of nothing except not being free. I want to cover the earth till it's covering me. I want to fly out in that wild blue. I want to come home high and tell a tale or two of all the wonders that I've seen. I want to cover the earth till it's covering me, till it's covering me. Carolina will always be my home. When there's planes to catch and there's room to roam, baby. I'm a little more restless than some might be. I want to cover the earth till it's covering me. I want to fly out into that wild blue. I want to come home high and tell a tale or two of all the wonders that I've seen. I want to cover the earth till it's covering me. Oh, till it's covering me. Yeah, and I know why the rambler rambles on. Oh, 'cause one day we're here and the next day gone. Learning what that next life brings. I want to cover the earth till it's covering me. Oh, till it's covering me. till it's covering me. All right, I think the mosquitoes like that one. I think one of them crawled right up my leg, too. Got a little something going on down there right now. I'm not sure what.
Take him a drink of your Stella.
Anybody else got any questions or comments, or let me know, Missy.
Here we go.
Sure.
Is it a trick question?
The difference between a midget and a dwarf. Let's see.
6 inches.
Well, I don't have a dwarf fetish. Let's see here. Let's see.
But I said ain't always true. So which one is that one? Is that a new one you wrote? Okay.
Well, y'all, here's a new tune. This is a new song, Thursday. All right. I'm going to shoot a little video for this thing, too. Of all the songs on this year's live stream, especially new stuff, this song has probably got the most requests, or at least close. It goes like this. It's another Friday night. My back's against the bar. I'm standing here looking out at that Ohio hardwood floor, listening to the band laying down a two-step groove. Ah, but lately I've been thinking I need a different tune. I need someone I can slow dance with, someone I can romance with, someone I can hold tight all night long. A lover who can't help but sway when we hear our sweet song play, someone I can slow dance with from now on. I used to be the guy that didn't need no one. When I saw you that first night, something told me I was wrong. And when I see those deep brown eyes, you smiling back at me, that band starts slowing down, 'cause I'm thinking you might be someone I can slow dance with, someone I can romance with, someone I can hold tight all night long. A lover who can't help but sway when we hear our sweet song play, can slow dance with from now on. I need a lover who can't help but sway when we hear our sweet song play. Someone I can slow dance with from now on. It's someone I can slow dance with. Uh-oh.
I know who that's from.
Is that a question or a request? How do I get in these jeans? Well, here lately it's been a little tougher. A little bit of axle grease. Was that David Keane?
Yeah.
What a piece of work that guy is. This guy's a cop, man. You know, this is the kind of people we have protecting us. Come here, baby. Come for Papa.
There she is. She's trying.
We're going to do a couple more for you. I want to just say to Tommy and Missy here from Center Stage that, well, kind of what I tell my mom, and that's thanks for having me. And Joe. My mom didn't have Joe.
No.
At least not that I know of. Maybe sometime in the 70s. I don't know.
I was a cute baby, though. Still calling
Uh-oh.
my baby
What we
too.
got? We got something cooking over here.
Uh-oh.
Most important thing that I've learned releasing my kind of music, I'm assuming you mean the song. What? Till today, what? Oh, since then. Well, from the time, well, gosh. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, what I've learned mostly is that if people like something, they'll follow you, no matter what. I mean, the thing I learned from that was releasing that song in particular to radio back when it happened back in 2005. We had a lot of folks get on board with us. We had probably an equal amount of folks, if not a little more, that didn't. So, my label, Warner Brothers, for just to give them credit, they worked it really hard, and but it ended up being such a polarizing song for a couple of different reasons. One of which was that it sounded, according to the excuses we got from radio, it sounded dated, retro. It reminded people of artists they weren't playing anymore, because I did kind of name check a few. But part of that was just, it was a stylistic thing. It was a little, a little different. It was a talking song. There was a big kiss my ass at the end of it, But what it told me after the fact was that you don't have to have a number one song, to have people like what you're doing. I think there were a lot of people that got on board with us back then, and I went independent probably in about 2007, and I've been into indie ever since. And one thing I've learned is if you do something that people like, they will seek you out and essentially keep you employed. But I learned since then that it's okay to take chances. I mean, with every new year that goes by, I get a little less, probably less worried about what I think radio would play, because I'm not really playing the game of trying to get radio to play my music. I'm writing stuff that I just hope people like, because there's a lot of music out there that, styles of music that people miss. And luckily, this day and age, another thing I've learned is you can definitely exist on the internet and on social media and still make a living. So, and I've also learned that people can be loyal and people can make a difference. You know, we basically for years have sort of helped one another. So, you guys have helped me out immensely, and I know from what some of you have told me that maybe I've in some way helped you guys out with songs that you might relate to over the years. So it's definitely a you scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours kind of. But no, we appreciate you. Whoever asked that question, thank you for that. You made me think. I don't do that much. Well, this is a song that I had some success with on Sirius XM a few years back, and they played it. They put it in the set list among a bunch of, pop and, just different sounding stuff. So it stuck out like a sore thumb. I didn't think it would fly. I was really surprised when they added it to the playlist, but it goes like this. Well, I ain't no bad guy or loser, but lately it's feeling that way. Last night I passed out with my boots on. Oh, it's a cold, lonely bed that I've made. 'Cause I ain't always in love when I make love, and sometimes I don't feel a thing, and I ain't often hurt when I medicate. I ain't always thirsty when I drink. Y'all, it ain't like I woke up this morning hoping that I'd be drunk by noon and pouring my heart out to a bunch of strangers, all about the reason that I ain't still with you. How I ain't always in love when I make love, and sometimes I don't feel a thing, and I ain't often hurt when I medicate. I ain't always thirsty when I drink. No, I ain't Joe. No, I ain't always in love when I make love, and sometimes I don't feel a thing, and I ain't often hurt when I medicate. No, I ain't always thirsty when I drink. No, I ain't always thirsty when I drink. No, I ain't, y'all. Shane, thank you, buddy. It hit me hard when I wrote it, that's for sure. I was in a pretty deep depression when I wrote that thing. I was going through a divorce, doing a lot of self-medication. But yeah, I've had a lot of people that can relate to that thing, and I feel like it's had a healing effect for me, and I think a lot of other people. So I feel like that was kind of given to me, myself and my friend Mark Stephen Jones sat down and knocked that out in about 20 minutes. So, well, I'll tell you what. I know somebody mentioned this song a while ago. This next song, it's funny. I was in a conversation with a friend of mine a few months ago, and he was kind of getting on me a little bit for doing some of these goofy songs, over the years, and it's funny. I'm not a one-trick pony. I mean, obviously, for those who know me, they know that I've got a fairly deep bench of deep, dark stuff. It just so happens that I also wrote a few goofy ones, and for whatever reason, 2 or 3 of those are some that I'm known more for. But a few years back when I was an independent, I'd left Warner Brothers. I was out there kind of floating in cyberspace for a while, not knowing exactly what was next. I was working, here and there a little bit, had a songwriting deal, but for the most part, flying really low on the radar. And I came up with this song one night. I do a lot of writing by myself. I always have, which kind of makes me a little bit of a weirdo in Nashville. Anyway, but matter of fact, this new album I wrote pretty much all but 3 songs by myself. But I like to do that, and I feel like when a lot of my heroes wrote a lot of songs alone as well. It's a way to kind of keep it as unique as it possibly can be. And this next song's pretty unique. I was in a goofy mood, and I just came up with this. It's something I'd heard somebody say along the way somewhere, and I wrote this thing. A friend of mine heard it, and he was a producer named Dave Brainerd. He liked it. He thought, let's record that. We recorded that, and then we ended up recording a whole album called Reality. But we took this song to, at the time, John Marks, who was at Sirius XM, The Highway. I'd known John from when I was at Warner back a few years before that, and he was a big supporter of mine. At the time, he was the program director at KSON out in San Diego. And anyway, he liked it, started playing it, and all of a sudden I went from completely unknown to selling a few 100,000 copies of this time at the time, which on iTunes, which is not as big a deal now, but either way, it gave me a little kick in the ass career-wise. So for all you folks that went out and bought this, for all you folks that dig this song, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was out at the Long Branch and I was talking to this girl. Every hound dog in the joint was sniffing around her. I was playing it slow and cool, being the gentleman, I am. Well, then this Guido with long black slick back hair, he walked up to her like I wasn't even standing there. And he looked her up and down and cocked his eyebrow and he said, baby, damn, how do you get in those jeans? Mercy, you looking fine. How do you get in those jeans, baby? And tell me, how do I? She looked at him and smiled and said, I thought you'd never ask. He looked at me and said, that's how it's done, son, just like that. Well, I wanted to be mad at him, but to tell you the truth, hell, I was really kind of impressed. He said you might get slapped 9 times out of 10, but there's always one that wants a no BS kind of man. So I walked up to the next girl I saw that wasn't wearing a dress, and y'all know what I said. How do you get in those jeans? Mercy, you looking fine. How do you get in those jeans, baby? Tell me, how do I? Tell me, Joe. up later in a hospital bed. Half pound of gauze wrapped around my sore head. Some of my teeth were gone and I was drinking mashed taters through a straw. Turns out the girl I propositioned was a man, with a chip on his shoulder and a blunt object in his hand, who proceeded to express his disapproval of the lines that I crossed. They told me I could leave, so I put my clothes back on. I stumbled past the waiting room, just minding my own. Then this overnourished night nurse from out of nowhere comes up to me. She says, "Excuse me, Ray, but how do you get in Joe's jeans? Mercy, you looking fine. How do you get in Joe's jeans?
Give me some strawberry wine."
Well, he did need a ride home after all. Don't judge him. Oh, man. Well, we appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Don't forget to catch me on Rave in the Cave. Basically any Friday night that we're not on the road working somewhere, we'll be doing it live from the Rave Cave, straight out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. We appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, and please follow these guys. Center Stage, they do great work and they're great people, and they deserve success. So that's it.
I have to tell you, it's because I'm having so much fun watching your fans. They love you, and
Yes,
they're
they do.
just as crazy as you are, my friend.
They're worse. They're a bad influence, actually.
Mr. David Keene.
David Keene needs to be
Mr.
locked up.
David
He's a
Keene.
cop.
The Keene
He needs to
machine.
be locked up.
He's
Yeah,
about
right?
6'12".
Well, I was sitting back there just
There's
dying.
a really good cooler that's named after him, you know.
Okay.
Yeti. He's a Yeti.
Yeti.
He's a
Yeti
Bigfoot.
King.
Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, I have a kind of a serious question because I see all these damn mosquitoes and these little things flying around. Did you eat a bug tonight? Because Glenn Templeton, whenever he's here, he always eats bugs.
Sounds like you got a problem.
You know,
I
but
know.
I did, but it was before I got here.
Oh, okay. Well,
It
there
was
you
a
go.
cicada.
Was it
Have you
juicy?
seen any of those out here yet?
I saw one and it was dead.
Oh, they're coming.
Are they
they're-
coming?
They're,
Oh, yeah.
they're warming up. It's going to be
17-year brood.
maybe a
It's fixing
few
to get
few
loud.
more weeks when it gets. I think the
Well,
soil has to be a certain temperature.
I'm really hoping that they leave my hibiscus alone.
They're going to be your
They're gonna be in
pool
your
is going to look
pool.
like it's going to look like
Wait,
a,
what?
In your
No.
hair.
No.
It's going to look like a
Nope.
cicada family reunion
Nope.
in your pool right there.
No.
But you can make cicada chips out of like
Oh my God, Joe.
cicada chips. I haven't forgot that, man. That was
Okay, wait. Tell me about cicada chips before I let you guys go, because this
story
is
we were-
crazy.
This is another one we were riding down the road together, and
Okay.
you know we got to tell with the brood, the cicada brood. A lot of people, believe it or not, crunch them up and put them in their ice cream. And you can actually buy cicada ice cream. So Ray said, "Hey man, what about Lay's cicada chips?" So you know that was kind of a funny thing. I guess you had to be there, but
Oh, that's so gross.
you know it's gross.
Oh, that's
but
so
they're
gross.
Hey, you know what's really good is mashed cicadas. Yeah, cicadas au gratin. I mean, like you know, I got a cicada sack at home that I wear.
I don't even need to ask questions, you guys.
When I'm on stage, it looks like I've got my pants stuffed with cicadas.
All right. Well, with that, you guys, we're going to let you go. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
There grow a lot of cicadas in Idaho, by the way.
Some Idaho cicadas.
See you later. You're so crazy, and I
You
love
stop
you.
giggling so much.